Mike Walker, and I work for BitcoinTrader.
So what do they do, and what are you doing here?
Well, BitcoinTrader is the title sponsor for the Bitcoin Car Giveaway Tour, and they do arbitrage trading using US dollars primarily. So they buy and sell, taking advantage of the volatility and the spreads across different markets to generate profit. And the investors, they get to share that profit daily. They can cash out in Bitcoin or US dollars.
Okay. And then you're promoting all these different media things from different companies, or all of this is BitTrader stuff?
Yeah, as a goodwill gesture, I'm just helping out the tour. They wanted me to come along anyway, and so I've got some familiarity with all these other companies. So yeah, I'm certainly prepared to talk about any of those. But BitcoinTrader is the one that sponsored me here. But BitAccess is the ATM, and I have one of those machines. So they're a two-way machine. The manufacturer can help with AML and KYC compliance.
What does it cost to buy a machine?
They're actually giving them away right now.
Or what, a lease or what?
No, they do take a residual percentage of all the transactions. So you can set your own fees as the operator. In my case, I'm charging 5% above the exchange rate on the exchange that I use. So taking 5% on top of that, BitAccess wants one of those 5%, so 20% of the market.
You just internet to your machine to change the rates and stuff, or did you just check a server somewhere?
It connects to the exchange via API, so the price on the screen changes throughout the day, and there's just a flat 5% on top of whatever the rate is at that given moment.
And you need a high traffic area, I assume? Or?
Yeah, the manufacturer would want a high traffic area to just give the machine away. I was one of the very first people to have one of their two-way models, so I actually paid $12,000 to buy it. But that was months ago. And since then, their competitors have been giving away machines, just trying to beat them to the punchline, trying to get their machines.
So how often do you have to stock it, put money in it, and how much do you have to put in it? And
that depends on the volume. I mean, the machine can hold an awful lot, a silly amount, an embarrassing amount.
Do you do it yourself, or do you have an armed guard company do it for you?
I do it myself, but I don't keep a lot of float in there. Yeah. You know, if you had a lineup of your machine all the time, yeah, you'd probably want an armed guard when you go to clean it out or restock it. But yeah, I only keep a few thousand in there. I'm not a rich man, so that's about all I can afford to keep floating. Because you need liquidity both in your bank account. You need it. Well, actually, you need it at the exchange. So your exchange needs both Bitcoin and money, fiat cash, in order to facilitate trades in both directions. And then you also need a hot wallet on the machine stocked with Bitcoin, and that's just so that everything happens very quickly, because they don't want to have to wait for
So do most people do like restaurants or banks? Not a bank, obviously.
Yeah,
but
mine's a bar, very much like this, actually. Just a lot like this situation here. But a lot of the other ATMs are in high traffic areas, malls, that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, thanks.
So BitAccess, great company. Live Bitcoin Magazine, another phenomenal sponsor. Great publication, excellent information. BitGive is probably the best Bitcoin charity on the planet right now. Doing great work. I encourage you to check them out, take a flyer, and think about donating some, especially if you're one of those early adopters who's got a lot of money now.
Not yet.
Give it back. And CoinKite, they make POS systems for merchants. Really useful machine. I've been a customer at a place that used one of these, and it was a great experience.
Is it Bitcoin only, or does it do credit cards as well?
Yeah, I believe it can take ordinary debit or credit cards.
Okay, because that's what people want both. Yeah.
But additionally, it also uses these CoinKite cards, so you can load Bitcoin on there. It's like a cold wallet. I believe they're building in additional functionality with these so that you can use them in regular ATMs and things like that. But
what's the difference between this and using a phone app?
Well, for one thing, it is somewhat cold storage. You can put this in a safety deposit box.
Yeah, lock it away.
So
you take your money offline, or
right.
Is that part of what it is?
But these machines are really cool because you can generate receipts, you can generate the wallets, paper wallets on the fly. You can exchange rates in different currencies, Litecoin, for example. And I think local traders are going to be using these a lot. Local traders, you know, just out on the street because the receipt capability. I think it's a really great device, and I think they're going to do well. And Merchant Coin is another sponsor. I should mention is you know, they've got an interesting product. It's an altcoin essentially, but that altcoin is sort of like
it's an altcoin.
Altcoin,
not a Bitcoin, another
right.
cryptocurrency.
It's a different cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And it's sort of like an air miles program for merchants. So it encourages merchants to use Bitcoin by giving them Merchant Coin as an incentive, as a bonus. So that's what they're doing, and it's a really interesting project. I think it's going to help the adoption of Bitcoin.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anytime.